Hi, welcome back to Mechanic. I'm Gabe. With nearly 35 years as an ASE Master Certified Technician, I want to share what I've learned with you. Today, we're going to talk about your air suspension again. We're going to go a little bit deeper. We're going to talk about the air springs themselves. Sometimes they're referred to as airbags, but this is an air spring. This is what's commonly used on all four corners of your air suspension vehicle. A couple of things that can fail here. The bag itself can leak. Sometimes in the rear especially, these are mounted close to the exhaust system or suspension components because of the way they articulate. Sometimes these bags themselves can dry out over time and they can leak. The fittings screw into this threaded port here. Sometimes they'll look similar to this. Threaded end on one side, and then where the hose connects, it's just a push fitting. Snaps in place there and grabs it. Similar to the plumbing connections in your home, they grab it with like a spring-loaded clip in there, and then to release it, you just kind of pull this collar back and the tube comes out. It's spring-loaded and it has little fingers in there that grab the tube to keep it from coming out. Now there's quite a bit of pressure on this system, sometimes over 100 PSI. In some vehicles, it's as high as 200 PSI. These fittings themselves have to be pretty durable to withstand that. They're made out of plastic. There's a little O-ring seal in there. There's some thread sealer on the threads. All these are potential points that it can leak. The tubing itself is nylon. It's soft. It's flexible. It can rub through in different locations. You know, that there's movement in a vehicle. There's some spots that it can rub through, and the abrasions on the tubing can cause it to leak. Best way that I have found to look for a leak in the air suspension, if you can get the system pressurized, a little bit of soapy water, some dish detergent and water in a spray bottle, spray the tubing, the air springs, and the connections. Look for bubbles. That's the easiest way that I've found to find any leaks in an air suspension system. And you can usually find them that way pretty easily. Sometimes they're pretty obvious. Now, the air spring itself, this unit is not a shock. It's not an air shock. This is an air spring. The vehicle also will have shocks as well, but the air spring itself is what causes the vehicle to go up and down. This is what controls the height of the vehicle. It also affects ride quality. So if the spring is deflated and doesn't hold air, the vehicle's going to sag, and you're not going to get much cushioning. Even with the shock absorber, you're not going to get the cushioning effect because you don't have any spring that it's riding on. The air effectively gives it a spring ride. The air suspension module will control the amount of air in here based on a couple sensors, the ride height sensor, and it has a sensor at each corner typically, and that'll control when the compressor comes on and where it directs that air flow with the air suspension block, valve block. We'll go over that in another video as well. So the air spring itself, okay, one piece, not serviceable. All right, these can handle a substantial amount of pressure, but really you never want to pressurize one or have the system pressurize over what it's really rated for. So the port here will feed just this spring, and then they'll have individual lines going to the other springs. So what we'll do is we're going to put a little bit of air in this. We'll show you how far this thing travels. And then we're going to cut it open, show you what the inside looks like, okay? Now, don't try this at home. That's my disclaimer. A little bit of air pressure. I'm not going to put a lot in it. This is actually regulated to 15 pounds. There you go. That's the amount of travel that is built into this air spring. Now, we see that it was folded here. That's the collapsed height. It would have probably collapsed a little bit more if there was weight on it from the vehicle. But this is the extended height. This is the maximum that it will travel. Now, if you put pressure in this, it will maintain that. It won't collapse. The spring itself, you see the band clamp here, clamp up there. That's clamped to this plastic housing here and here. This sits in a perch at the bottom of the suspension, and at the top, it's bolted in there. This is a rubber cushion at the top to insulate it from the chassis, and it basically, you know, is a self-contained unit, replaces what would be a normal spring, a coil spring. Let's cut this bag open and look at the interior of this. There's nothing serviceable inside, but we're going to see what it looks like. And there it is. That's our air spring. Now there's some kind of lubricant in here to keep the bag from sticking to itself, but that's all there is to it. There is no other component here. It's a thick rubber bladder that is reinforced with a nylon type of cord, similar to a tire. I imagine that this can take a pretty substantial amount of pressure with the way that this is constructed, but there's nothing to it. There's no other components inside. So, you know, the potential leak points, obviously the rubber itself, if it gets an abrasion from other components rubbing against it, dry rot over time. These clamps, now these look like they're probably aluminum or maybe even galvanized material. If they were steel, they could rust, and then the rust buildup could perforate into the bag and cause a leak there. The plastic itself, you know, over time, these seams could break. So a couple potential leak points. Always a potential leak point is the fitting itself and the tubing. That's probably the most common. Nothing really to it. It's very simple. And as you can see, because it's simple, you know, it's not serviceable, but a little bit easier to determine what failed. If you sprayed this with a soapy solution and saw air bubbles coming from either one of these folds here or anywhere on the bag, or this fitting itself, you need a new fit, need a new airbag. So that's the basics of the airbag. We'll do another video coming up with the valve block itself, and we have a video on our compressor, how that operates, and we'll do one on the level sensor, and we'll show you how with the Ucanic UCAN 2 Pro, how you can diagnose your air suspension system and keep the system working in proper condition. I hope this video helped you. You can do it. We can help.